Welcome back. Well, we are here in the kitchen this morning, 8:17, with Chef Mark McKinney from the UT Medical Center Healthy Living Kitchen. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
We always love having you because you bring delicious things that are also healthy.
Right.
So first,
and traditional for breakfast.
Very, very breakfast-like.
Right.
But we were saying it smells like bacon over here, but it's not bacon.
It's not bacon, although it is pig.
Okay. So what are we doing?
That's okay. All right. So the recipe that I'm really talking about this morning is a apricot and fig compote. Holidays are here. So different toppings, things like that. We want to be festive and seasonal and all that good stuff. So we're going to focus on the compote, but I have all this other stuff that it's going to go with it. So this entire meal is gluten-free. All right, sort of by default, not necessarily something we planned on, but I think it's important for people to know that. So compotes. Compotes are usually sugar, fruit, different things like that. They're really high in sugar a lot of the time. The one that we're doing today has no added sugar, but we're using dried fruit. So we have figs and apricots, the Sun-Made brand, and it's really important when you look at dried fruit. A lot of dried fruits has added sugar, so there's only a few that don't. Figs and apricots are two that don't. They're just dried fruit. So they're higher in fiber, they do have sugar, but they're good for you. So our compote is super, super simple. It's orange juice, lime juice, all right? Put it in a pan, squeeze the fresh oranges. If you wanted to use like a jarred, you could. Tropicana makes a Trop 50 that's half the sugar. That's nice if you want to kind of watch those sugars. So we just take our figs and our apricots, and we take the figs and we cut that little stem off the tip, and we just dice them up. Put them into the pan with the orange juice and the lime juice. We're going to add a little bit of vanilla.
So this is going to add a lot of flavor to your pork.
And that's it. That's 4 ingredients. You know, we really try to make sure that the food that we cook is easy for the home cook. We're not trying to, you know, create chefs per se for the industry. We want people to know how to cook and cook healthy and cook at home and make good food. So when it cooks down and comes out, it looks something like this.
Okay.
All right. So it just cooks down. All of the juices reduce down.
If people can see it. There we go. It's nice and shiny.
Yeah, it's nice and shiny and soft, and all of those sugars kind of melt in with the citrus and the vanilla, and it makes these wonderful flavors. And then, so what I have to, go ahead. What I have to accompany this meal is a pork tenderloin, which is the leanest cut of the pork. All right, a little bit of salt and pepper went on that.
And did you just roast it in the pan? Or
yeah, I just seared it in the pan, threw it in the oven, let it go. I've got some sauteed green beans, and I have some baby Yukon potatoes that I took that poultry blend that you have at the store, which is like thyme and rosemary and sage. Chopped it up. All I did was boil them, drain them, a little salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil, and away we go. Compote goes on top, just like
you could put it on everything.
Absolutely.
But yeah, specifically the pork.
Sure.
Look how pretty it makes it look.
And then this is
You're so good at plating.
Thank you. This is just a little garnish. Since we're using orange and lime in our sauce, I took some of the zest and I zested it up, and it's just something you could add to the plate to give it a little bit of extra color.
So even though we're not trying to make professional chefs, you'll look like one at home.
Right. Plating up is super important. I mean, you eat with your eyes first.
Yes.
And I don't know how much time we have, but I want to
We're almost out.
Okay. So gluten-free. If you're doing casseroles, like granola toppings, stuff like that, Kind brand makes these gluten-free granolas now. I eat it all the time. It's awesome as a topping, and it's gluten-free, and they've got all these different flavors. It's good stuff.
So it's a good substitute. All right. Well, thank you, Chef McKinney, for being here for the UT Healthy Living Kitchen. Well, autism is the fastest growing developmental disability in the U.S. Not only are East Tennesseans learning more about this disease, but one famous comedian is now seeing some of the developmental signs in himself. That story next.